Am I the asshole for wanting a divorce from husband who lost 200k on Bitcoin? My husband and I have been married for 10 years. For our entire relationship, I have brought the majority of the money into the home. I contribute 75% of that. I don't mind, really. It's not something I think about, and I have always considered it our money. Our country, Switzerland, is really expensive, and I grew up not in a large city, and rather poor. When I had the chance to go to university, I studied hard, learned 3 languages, got 2 degrees, and was able to secure a good position in finance. Years later, I make a very good salary and we don't have to worry about money. We decided that my husband would handle all of the money and finances for the home. I would check on the accounts every once in a while, but I haven't been checking regularly. A few weeks ago, I was thinking about buying a Model 3, since it has recently come to our country and I've fancied it for some time. I played with the numbers, and while figuring out if I can afford it or not, I realized that there was a weird mistake in our accounts. There was 300k CHF missing. When my husband got home, I showed him the accounts, and after some pushing, he admitted that he lost 200k in cryptocurrency in 2018. This is about 25% of our savings. Besides being shocked and angry, I cannot help to feel that he stole from me. He put money into something stupid without talking to me and then tried to hide it. I was thinking about this for a week and talked to my friends and family about it. They think we should see a doctor and talk about it, try to work out the problem. But I honestly just want to get divorced. If he is capable of doing this, how can I trust him ever again? Am I the asshole for not wanting to talk about it or go to therapy? Am I the asshole for thinking about divorce? Who do you guys think is the asshole? Let me know in the comments and vote in the poll. Am I the asshole for telling a parent that having a mentally handicap is no get out of jail free card? His just happened a few hours ago. At an indoor playground, my 2 kids, 4 and 2-year-old, were playing on a trampoline. This other kid, estimate 6 or 7-year-old, came in and started bumping them and jumping through them. Mind you, this was 1 out of 4 trampolines. The other 3 were all empty. We were just packing up to leave, but my 2-year-old was too scared to leave on his own and just sat there crying. My 4-year-old already told the other kid to away. Huge for him, as he is totally not a kid that confronts others, he rather just goes away. But other kids simply just didn't listen. I asked the other kid to go away, but no response. I noticed that his dad came over and stood next to me, but he didn't do anything. Eventually I just got up and got my 2-year-old out of there, saying that isn't very nice of the other kid. The conversation went like this: Dad, well, if you want to play in peace without other kids, you should go to the other trampolines in the corner. Me, well, I don't agree on that. There are 3 other trampolines, so your kid could go easily to any of the other 3. Dad, yeah, well, he is mentally handicapped, so there is that. Now I blurted out, "So handicap means everybody must move away when he comes over." The dad went silent for a while, then stuttered a bit. I feel like this was the first time someone spoke up to what I feel like is a getting out of jail free card. Dad. Wow. Did you not hear me? My kid is handicapped. You inconsiderate a-hole. Me. Wow, watch your language. It doesn't mean he gets to act like a bully without consequences. Dad. He is handicapped. I can't follow him around all day. Me. I understand that. Well, I don't tbh, but I wanted to try and de-escalate. But you just stood next to me for a few minutes and did not intervene. Dad, you're an a-hole. GTFO, or I am going to hurt you. UD, my wife came over from the seating area and stepped in here. Both of you shut up. There are kids here, don't use that language. Dad just kept on shouting foul insults, flipping me off, and we just got out of there. Now some background: I work in a daycare for physical and mentally disabled people for 5 years now. I get frustrated all the time by parents who undermine the work we do by underestimating the capabilities of their kids, because every time they do something not so nice, it is, well, our little angel is handicapped, so she can't help himself. The language of the dad is definitely a-hole behavior, but my wife and I had a talk and I explained what happened. She told me I was being an a-hole for just blurting that out. She works in the same branch as I do and told me it's one thing to confront parents from my work environment and another to confront parents in the wild. Am I the asshole for my blurt? Am I the asshole for failing a student because their excuse for missing the final was not satisfactory? I am a professor that lectures undergraduate courses in statistics and probability. A lot of the students that take my courses struggle because they're not math stats majors and only take them because they are required for social science or business majors. One of my students failed to show up to his final exam. I emailed him asking why, and he showed up at my office the next morning to explain. Apparently he had come out as gay to his family the day prior and they reacted very poorly. He said he was too traumatized, his words, to take my exam, which was his last. I asked him if he had a note from a mental health specialist and he said he didn't because he just stayed home all day coping with his parents' rejection. I told him I'm sorry but that I can't let him sit the final without a note. This discussion went on for about an hour and he got extremely emotional, insisting this was a special case where rules had to be bent. I disagreed, and as the final made up 70% of the final grade, I have failed him. He will need to retake the course next year as it's mandatory for his major. Since recounting this tale to my wife, I've had never-ending nagging about how I should make an exemption for his young man. Am I the asshole? Thanks for watching everybody. This was my first video on the channel and I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know if you think I should use my actual voice or if this one is alright.